G'day folks, welcome to an OCC Queensland Daily Weather Up today, the 24th of March 2023. My name's Chris Nitzo. This update brought to you by our major sponsor townsallsheds.com. Check them out if you're in the market for a shed-safe accredited shed. Right, there's not too much going on across the state. There's a weak trough system in the south. That's going to drive a few isolated showers and maybe even an isolated storm down in the southern inland, southeast inland parts of the state. Outside of that, we've got a couple of showers around central Queensland and quite a few showers around northeast Queensland. We've got some significant rainfall activity through the Torres Strait and off the northeastern Cape, nudging the northeastern Cape this morning. We've got a trough system here. Inside that trough system, we've got a weak circulation in the northern Coral Sea. We're not anticipating that to do too much over the next few days. But this is an offshoot, of course, of that low that we were watching for the last week and a half as it was tracking to the west-northwest, morphed out into a trough system, and then that trough system now we've got a new low developing on that northern parts of the Coral Sea. Once again, no evidence of any sort of impact on the Queensland coast from that system. We take a look at convective rainfall through the day today. The expectation is some isolated showers on the eastern seaboard, of course, are going to continue. Maybe even some isolated showers just inland of the eastern seaboard in the afternoon. Isolated convection across the Gulf country, and so you can see there's little splotchy grey and blue areas down in south and southeastern parts of the state. That tells us that there could be some very isolated convection through the afternoon across those parts as well. Obviously, the best and the most intense storm activity and shower activity is going to be up in the northern Cape and the Torres Strait, and you can see that as evidenced by the amount of colour on this chart. As we go into 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m, you can see some nighttime convection still possible around the southern inland parts of the state, and you can see showers continuing across northeast Queensland through the nighttime hours as well. Obviously, the area in the Coral Sea looks very, very active, and that's because we've got a trough system, and remember, we've also got a weak low up there that we're not anticipating will do much. Alright, looking at winds, still pretty ordinary across northeast Queensland today. 15 to 20 knots sustained winds, 20 to 25 knots between Cairns and Cape Melville. We can see also some pretty strong winds all the way up into the Torres Strait as well. Winds are decreasing down in southeast Queensland, so it shouldn't be too bad of a wind day down there. As we go into Saturday, you can see a continuation of moderate to fresh winds in northern Queensland, but winds are settling down south of the Capricornia region tomorrow as well. So that extension of light winds northwards develops tomorrow, and we continue to see that extension northwards as we progress into Sunday as well. So some good news there for the boaties by the end of Sunday for much of southern and central Queensland. North Queensland, still no good. And you can see over the next few days that little low pressure system that's developed on the trough system, that's going to stick around the northern Coral Sea for an extended period of time. Might drift a touch to the west, but overall that system is expected to remain very, very weak as it slightly pushes westwards over the next couple of days. And looking at rainfall between now and tomorrow morning when we speak, you can see northeast Queensland, quite a few showers in that part of the world, a couple of showers around the Mackay with Sunday's area, a little bit of isolated convection through the southeast and southern interior, and you can see some very isolated escarpment showers in the central Queensland region, very isolated convection around the Gulf country, and much more scattered and widespread activity in the far northern Cape and the Torres Strait. So those are our areas of interest over the next 24 hours. If you'd like to know more about any of those areas, or you'd like to look further ahead to areas of interest into next week, head over to join.ozcyclonechasers.com.au. Help support our work, become a subscriber. These two options here give you access to our daily videos. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you tomorrow.